types of ellipses. Notice here that we have a horizontal ellipse and a vertical ellipse, and it might seem like it's not that big a deal that there are two different types, but it is because they affect the different types of equations that you use. So in a horizontal ellipse, the major axis is horizontal, which would cause these two vertex points are left and right of each other. So their x's of their ordered pairs are going to be different, but the y's of their ordered pairs are going to be the same because they're moving left and right to each other. Also notice that the minor axis is going to be horizontal, or is going to be vertical. So you have a co-vertex here, another co-vertex here, and then your minor axis is vertical. All right, so that would put your center here, and then the focus points would be here and then here. Now the vertical ellipse is going to work the opposite. So for the vertical ellipse, notice how your vertex points are here and here. So instead of being left and right to each other, they're above and below one another. So that would give you a vertical major axis, and that would give you a horizontal minor axis with a co-vertex here and here. So this is a horizontal minor axis. All right, that would put your center here. Oops. There we go. And then one of your focus points here, and then the other focus point here. So the vertices are plus minus a units away from the center. The co-vertices are plus minus b units from the center. The length of the major axis is 2a. The length of the minor axis is 2b. The foci are plus minus c. And finally, the formula to find c is c squared equals a squared minus b squared. So notice there's a lot of a's, b's, and c's that we're using. So what we're doing right now is I'm showing you how we're going to set these things up, where to locate each one of these pieces of the ellipse, and then later when we apply, you'll see the reference points of the A, B, and C.